Hi guys, and welcome back to the Gran Turismo game then. So today we're going to go over the daily races for this week then. First of all, we've got race 8, we've got no driver rating or safety rating updates, so you can do this and you will not lose any ratings, so you can theoretically be dirty. I wouldn't recommend it though because people will report you. But here we have it then in daily race A. You have to use the Plymouth Superbird 70 right there. So here is the car you have to use. It will be provided for you, do not have to buy it. So you just pick one of them yourself right there. You can have full customization on the car as well, so you can change all of the settings. Personally, I will show you my favorite setting preference for the car, which will be in a few seconds from now when this loads. But yeah, it's a really nice car to use. So as we go over to settings and then the car settings, we'll be on comfort softs. I'll go straight there, and then we'll have to go into the start here, and then what I'll show you over here, the TCS, put that on 1 if when you're going around the banks, and put it down to 0 when you're not on the bank. So first of all, we're going to be on 1 because we're on the bankings. I'm going to show you one flying lap on this one. It's really easy to do. Really nice lap to do as well. So now we're going to come off the TCS. Right there. Before pulling through. I don't really class it as a bank, so I only class the 2 N1s as the bankings. Like I say, really nice car to use. Pop it into TCS 1. Once you get to this stage, you can turn it off there. It's a really easy, really nice track to use, and the car combo is very nice. Put back to TCS 1 on there. Turn in. And then back to TCS 0. And then round there to finish the lap. Then we can exit there, and that is the lap right there. That's all you really need to know about that one. Like I say, the ranking board here, the fastest time is a 47. I'm in the top 5,000 right there, but the top time is a 47-second time right there. I got the 49.7. Not awful, really close up there as well. But for now, we're going to be going over to daily race B. This one's a little bit more useful for you guys because you can see that the car we're using. So it's Spa. You can use the hards, the inters, and the wets. We do 4 laps around there. It's a high speed, tuning prohibited. You can use the brake balance, and you can use any GT3 car you want. The driver rating is affected as well as the safety rating. You don't have to complete a pit stop. There's slight mechanical damage. There is track limit penalties, car collision penalties, and pit lane cutting penalties in that race as well. It can't have a wide body, and it cannot have nitrous. So the fuel and the tyre weight don't need to worry about because it's only 4 laps around there. 1 time is not going to do a lot. So you go ahead and look at the qualifying time ranking, the globals. You can see the Turismo right there, very dominant car to use. So we're going to go for the Turismo if we have it. We don't have the Turismo, so we'll go ahead and rent the Turismo if it lets us. There we are, rent the Turismo. So you can choose any of these cars right there. Any of these you can use. All these different types, all of the different concepts you can use. But right now we are going to be using the GTR Turismo right there. Now once you've got that car, it will let you do that. If it goes to qualifying time trial with the Turismo right there, and then you accept that. You've got to accept that, obviously you can't race. And we'll go straight in to this setting debrief with the brake balance. Now the brake balance on this one, I would recommend quite a rear based brake balance because it's high speed corners. So if you don't have it on the rear end will step out and you can go into a spin. Like I say, the high times on here, 2:18. So that's what we're trying to hit. The car settings right there, we've got that, obviously. And there's all the different settings here. We can't change that one, but we can change some of the normal ones, including the torque and brake balance. I'll leave the torque at the same. When it comes to the brakes, we'll have the brake balance right there set to 2 on the rear. Everything else will stay as it normally is right there, and that is that. Let me back out of that and go into the start, and I'm going to show you one lap with the brake balance on 2. TCS you do not need to use on this one, so we're going to go through for one qualifying lap. So here we are then. Move straight over to the right for this, left, sorry, for this one. Right here. I'm going to brake into the braking zone. Always take this corner quite wide, because the track limit is quite gentle and generous with you there. It lets you have quite a lot before it does you. So you can do that. Stay right tucked into the inside, right into the wall. Almost touching it. Fly around this corner, lift off halfway up a roof, and then put your foot back on the floor right there, and stick to these line markers on here. Drift out to the left hand side, and you're going to stay straight, going all the way down the rest of the straight. Now after that, what we're going to do is going to head over to here, brake just before the 50 right there, and drift through the corner, putting your foot on the accelerator there. Drift around that bit a little bit, lift off a little tiny bit, and put your foot flat down to the floor. Stay straight on down here, into here, brake at the start of the curb. You can put a bit of acceleration down through there, and it flat out straight out of there. So make note of my shift points as well, where I'm shifting the gears, because these are really good and useful shift points that I use. You can rev out the car fully on this one. Stay really high acceleration based around here, bombing it around. Took all the risk right there possible. I'm going to brake at the 50 right there. Going into that corner, come round through there. You want to make sure you're near enough to that on that curve as possible, not fully on it though, because riding that curve can be quite dangerous. Then we're going to brake at the start of that curve right there. Accelerate fully out of that. Stay on the curb, lift off, and I then fly through until we're on the curb there, riding, and then we come down right to the inside before flying around here to right down to the outside of the track here. Brake a little bit before putting your foot back to the floor, drift down to that side, and then you go straight on over to here before braking at the 100 before coming out back here and putting your foot flat to the floor right there. So that is a lap for you then around Spa-Francorchamps right there. That is daily race B. So next then we're going on to daily race C for you guys, and that is at Watkins Glen in the grade 4 cars. Once again, the tyre wear is at 3 times with 15 laps. You have to pit once off the hards onto another set of hards, or if it rains, the intermediates on the wets. No wide body allowed, and the nitrous overtake is prohibited. The fuel you don't have to worry about. You won't have to put any fuel in the car. I say you can use brake balance again. The driver rating is affected, and as well as the safety rating. You must have a pit stop, light mechanical damage, and then a normal track limits with the shortcut penalties on, car collision penalties on, and the pit lane cutting penalty on right there. So we need to have a look what the world good time is for here. It's in the NSX grade 4 right there. That seems to be the best one that everyone is using to get the best of times. So let's see if we have that car. No, we do not have the car, so we're going to go ahead and just rent it out. The NSX is what we're looking for through this group. Let's see if we can find it. There we are, the NSX grade 4. We're going to use the black variant because the black variant is just a little bit better. We'll have to accept that one. Go straight in here. We're going to try our next qualifying time trial right here. When it loads up, We're going to put the brake balance to 3 on the rear now this time, so it should be even heavier braking on the rear for this one. It seems to be the best to use for it, so that's where we're going to go with it. So we're going to go settings, car settings, detail settings, and we'll go straight over to the front rear balance and put it 3 on the rear right there. That is the perfect one to have for that. Then we're going to press start, and we're going to go for our first flying lap right here, and then we will compare it to the world best score. So you fly out this corner straight, keep on the throttle through there, stay straight down this left hand side because that's where you're going to be braking. There's no point doing it differently than that. Then you just brake really late into this corner. Track limits is really generous for you around here, so you can just do that and you will not get the track limits penalty for it. Right there, swing round. Oh, we got done for it. It's fine, we'll just do another lap after. So guys, I'll see you at the end for the next lap. Okay guys, so here we are about to start our second lap because we messed up our first one right there. So we're going to flat out, straight out of there, keep it on the left hand side through here. This is where we have to brake obviously, so we're going to keep it going down there. Brake really late, about the 100 through there, for accelerating rapidly out of the corner. Really nice one to do. Obviously that one was because we cut the corners on in front, so I won't worry about that ghost right there. Like I say, you have to be really close to how you do it, really precise, keep into the lines that I'm showing you. Obviously we can brake even later into here than what I did before. Yeah, braking really late into there. And then accelerate all the way through that corner is the key for that one right there. Keep it going flat out through this straight right here, straight down there into the braking zone, braking at the 200, drift round and put your foot flat to the floor to get on the apex of the corner, come round to the edge, brake a little bit, and then just put your foot flat to the floor again like that. And then that is your lap around Watkins Glen, a 1 minute 18.446 right there. Then we're going to leave there and we'll go over to look at how good that time was compared to the ranking board right there. So we got 1 minute 18.4, 1 minute 14.6 right there is what it is. We're at top 5,000 though, so it's pretty good. So guys, other than that, I think that's all for our daily races today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for another awesome video. Bye bye for now.